Here we go. 10 o'clock, right on schedule as usual. Thanks for everybody out in the audience that's joining us already. It's an amazing crowd out there.
Really?
It's a pleasant 20-degree night from the Capitol.
How many people are in the fucking audience?
All together? None. But
Excellent. Perfect.
So I'm sure everybody's finding it difficult to get to the show tonight. So I'll keep my eye out. But we'll put the banner up right out. So there you go. For anybody. Oh, there's Joel.
Oh, of all the fucking people, it has to be him.
There he is. He's almost late. What's up, Joel? So anyway, first orders. Joel's coming in from the north, which I was up in that area most of the week, and Lee coming in from Sintra tonight. Good evening, gents. Why does the picture look like that? Let me see. Yeah, I like that better. How about you?
That's better.
Yeah, too close otherwise. So anyway,
I didn't receive any messages from you saying you were up here in the north.
no, I was in
Avoiding
I
you.
was in Villa de Con for the most of the week with a bunch of people. So
Okay.
that's all right.
No worries.
Next time we come up, we're gonna have one day just for you. So
No worries.
What a waste of a day.
because
Fuck off.
one night we were at a restaurant and there were some Portuguese people as part of our group, and they ordered Franceschino, and they think they have the best slop sandwich. They thought they had the best around. So I said, I got a buddy, Joel, in Matosinhos that took us to a place that he claims has the best, and that's all they make. So there you go.
I've been
So
I'm going to change Pete's name. I want to change Pete's name from Solar Pete to Unfinished Pete.
But he's still not done.
Fuck's sake, it's been 30 odd degrees every day here, and I haven't had a.
I don't care. It's unfinished.
Hey, it shouldn't be all finished beat. It should be burnt deck beat.
No,
Next week's gonna be hot, right?
it'll be finished in the next week, I reckon. So that's enough for me. And the job he's done on the windows, I'm super chuffed with. So I was very pleased. But bloody hell, I only need to light a candle in there, and it's fucking like 100 degrees anyway. So it's not like I don't even think I'll need the heater. It is bloody hot. You would know about this, Lee.
Talking about Pete's sauna. For people who don't know the message I've had with Pete today, we're talking about Pete's sauna.
Yeah.
It was hot as fuck. Putting the foil up, oh god, it was really boiling hot. So there you go. Anyway,
No. From what I hear, it might get to like 40 degrees here next Thursday. So that's going to be hot.
it was 43 earlier this week. So here, and you say Di said she went from 25 degrees in Lisbon, and then as she got approached closer and closer, it went up to 36. So it's I don't know how you guys cope with such cool temperatures is unbelievable, really, to be honest.
The last 2 days have been very pleasant, Pete. It's been perfect weather, perfect working weather.
I must admit, yesterday was really good. It's nice when it's cloudy and overcast. It's really nice, but bloody hell, working on an all-black structure when it's boiling hot with loads of tinfoil everywhere is just, it was shit, really, to be honest. But you're probably right. I've been rushing it, thanks to you, Lee. I do all these sorts of things because I'm intimidated by you. I cannot believe it. It's fucking disgusting, really, to be fair. But no, it's been really nice. I've worked with some really good people. The guy I worked with today.
It's been fucking 8 weeks. What kind of rush have you been in?
It's a long
been
time.
8 fucking weeks, Pete.
It has not been. It's been longer than that, actually, because I got it first delivered about 3 months ago.
Yes, but you didn't start the work till 8 weeks ago. I've been counting.
Maybe. Well, if it takes 3 months, how many houses have you built in the last 3 months or sawdust, Lee?
You're not building a house. You're building a shed with windows.
It's not a shed. It's fucking.
It's a shed with windows. That's all it is.
I can tell you, it's better built than fucking any of half the farms of people I know around here. It's better built than, and it's going to be around longer than me. And the reason why I'm taking ages to build it is so I don't have to fucking paint any wood or do any treatments to anything. And the whole point is to make sure it's maintenance free. Is the idea behind it. So, because fucking treating wood, Jesus Christ,
Timber in Portugal is never fucking maintenance free.
Oh, this will be, man. Honestly, it's completely plastic. It will last in the Death Valley. It's fine. It's even manufactured here, which means I have to get it from Spain, which is how fucking stupid Portugal is. Like, it's manufactured near Joel in Porto, and yet I have to fucking, because they don't directly sell it in Portugal, I have to get them to deliver it to Spain and then deliver it to me. It's fucking ludicrous. Is all I can say.
Well, makes perfect sense.
Yeah, you're talking about that, but here in Portugal, there's a factory that does. You remember those Toyotas, Land Cruisers, the BJs, the old square ones?
Yeah.
A little bit of just a little bit of polishing on the corners, on the front, on the engine compartment, just a little bit around it. They don't fucking sell them here. They are built here. They should be marketed here in Portugal. That would be sold immediately.
No, because
they are sent off to Southampton.
The tax.
Yeah, and there's
the fucking tax on new vehicles that kills it, Joel.
It's a fucking mess. European Union is fucking us in the ass.
There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of silly.
So anyway, before we get started, good evening to Dale. Hope you're doing well, sir.
Not dead yet, Ben.
Good evening to Patrick. I know we had one death this week, and that was Alan Greenspan. I actually thought I had him, but when I got home from my trip, I took a look at my notes, and when I was doing my research, I actually had 5 people picked out. He was one of them before I made my decision, and he wasn't it. So
you should have gone for someone Venezuelan.
You did research. You did research on the fucking death pool.
Of course I did. I wanted to win because I won the last time around. I wanted, make it 2 in a row. So.
Andy won last time.
Strangely competitive, I'll have to admit.
No, Andy won a time before. So I think maybe we should just refresh who has what, because some of these names are prime right now. So Pete has Yoko Ono, right? I don't even know where she is these days.
She's already dead, isn't she?
I can't believe she's still alive, to be honest.
Kent has Dick Van Dyke, and he looks to be doing well, but he is 100, I think.
I think
Garbo has Julie Goodyear.
He's under one now. He's under one.
I don't know who Julie Goodyear is, but I'm sure he's
person in Corrie was anyway.
Yeah. It's an English soap star.
That's
okay. And Lee has Joe Biden.
Every time. I'm sticking with him.
Yep. This might be your time. I have George Soros, and we haven't seen him around for a while. But
he's eating babies. He's going to live forever.
Eric, do you realise that makes Lee voting for Joe Biden? It's good, isn't it, really? So Lee's a Joe Biden.
Both you people to die, Pete, not to win an election.
You're still voting for him. Anyway,
Antonio F has Mel Brooks. Simon has Clint Eastwood. Squares has Warren Buffett. Carl H has David Attenborough. You guys will know who that is.
David Attenborough is a documentary producer. He's just done 100.
He has. Okay. Whereas Dick Van Dyke is still 100. Lee, he's not until.
And he was, and David Attenborough was Pete's neighbour in London, when he found the dead body in the garden. So
in the pub he bought, which fucking was a really good pub. I was gutted about that, and he's turned it into a car park. So as much as he can say he's environmentally friendly and he's been all over the world and helped lots of endangered species, he still built a fucking car park out of one of my favourite hole in the wall. It was called one of my favourite pubs. So
was called.
It was called, indeed, yeah. And that's where the murder happened. It was when it was still a pub that they beheaded someone. So and then put them in the back garden, which is is possible. The thing is though, they just didn't have enough wells. I think it's really easy to get rid of someone here. You just fucking
Took them in a well. Yeah,
exactly.
Took them in a well.
Just trip up in a well. You're fine. No
Portugal's got to be good for that because there's so many wells you can't even see. Right?
Well,
they just get covered
you can
over.
You can simply ask them McCann's. They'll tell you.
There you go. So Andrew has Eva Marie Saint, and Joel has Marion Ross. I don't know where the hell he pulled that one from, but okay. Joel, you're looking at me like what?
You're looking very confused there, Joel.
Marion Ross. Isn't she from Happy Days? No.
I have.
Anyway,
we chose these names months ago. It was Christmas time. It was New Year.
I thought it would be
New Year when we did the death roll.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Okay. So anyway, the death pool lives on, as they say, and so yeah. So
Happy Days.
Yeah, there you go. I know who that is. I don't know why the hell you picked her, but okay. You must have inside information that we don't have on that. So
he's got a hit out on her.
Yeah.
How much do you think a hit would cost on someone that old?
A budgie regard. He's going to give one his budgies away.
Yeah, she's currently 97.
No, she's got a long way to go, Joel, in this crew. So
women live older than men, don't they, in general? So I think they just, to be quite honest, men just want to go, don't they? By the time they've been with a woman that long, they just think, fuck it.
You get bored of in life. Yeah.
They run out of steam. So anyway. So Joel, how was your week, sir? Anything enlightening?
No, nothing enlightening.
Did you go to the air show in Porto on
No.
You didn't go?
No, my father went. I didn't.
Okay.
Carl was there. He had a great time.
Yeah. Didn't they do it at Matosinhos the day before? I thought they were going from like a couple of different places.
What happens is there's an airport where we call the Queimódromo near the city park of Porto.
Okay.
So where they do also the burning of the black capes of the university students, we call it Queimódromo, is where there's a landing strip, a small landing strip, and you can call it improvised airport. That's where they were launching from the previous Red Bull Air Race. Now it's called whatever.
Okay.
And actually, what I managed to gather, there was an exhibition of vintage World War II fighters, including a P-51D. So that was good to see.
Okay.
But I didn't go to the air race because if I went, my father had to stay at home because of my mother.
Yeah.
So he went, and I stayed taking care of him.
Took home for the team. Very good, Joel. Thank you. Lee, how was your week, sir?
It's been okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Not working too hard?
Oh, yeah. Obviously working too hard, yeah.
Okay.
But I got a lot done. I drove home sober twice this week.
No way.
Yeah, genuinely.
Wrong with
I drove home past a police stop, giggling to myself that I was sober and the van was legal. They couldn't touch me for anything.
Nah.
Yeah, it's fucking bizarre.
Being up north, I reckon they can. I know in the south we can just arrest northerners just willy-nilly. I know that happens, no problem at all. Just because of your accent, surely they can kind of just arrest you for that, Lee. There's got to be something.
Yeah, okay. They could arrest me for my accent, but they can't arrest me for being drunk or the van being illegal, which the van's legal and I was sober.
Yep.
Two days, Pete, this week I drove home sober without any fear of being stopped.
Do we even want to know the circumstances behind that?
I drove home on Thursday. I'm coming down a long drive from Double to the bridge, and some fucking monster cars flew past me. I was doing like 110, 120 or something, and it was like I wasn't fucking. It was like I was in reverse.
And that van must have been rattling like crazy.
Oh, no, it was like riding a boat.
Yeah.
And when I got to the bridge, they were all pulled over at the side of the road by the police, not by the police, with the assistance of the police. And it's some sort of YouTube car rapper, some sort of guy that raps cars and doing a tour of Portugal.
Oh, I saw a really bad one.
There were some monster cars there, Pete. The noise was horrendous.
I went to a Tesla one, and this guy had got his Tesla.
Well, that'd be quiet. A Tesla would be quiet.
It would be quiet, but no less knobby. The bloke that stepped out, honestly, was in the same matching colour as his car, and his girlfriend's skin was not that far off the same green as well. It was just horrific, honestly. I swear to God. So on those wraps things, I just don't understand why you'd want to, because Portugal's a nightmare if you've got anything modified, as Joel well knows. Everything has to be original and exactly the same as it fucking was when it came out of the factory. And as soon as you put a wrap on something, your kind of insurance goes up, everything else goes up. It kind of, I don't know. And I don't always think they look good.
When I spoke to Carl, I told Carl that they just all passed me because they're all supercars. They were all very expensive cars. And Carl said, oh, yeah, I've seen it online. It's some sort of YouTube event. They're getting escorted across the bridge. But I was stuck in that traffic behind them, sober and smiling, going, I can't be stopped. I'm legal. Yeah.
Hey. Oh, that's good.
I wish I would have got an escort over the bridge on Sunday night from there.
Oh, would you get stuck?
Yeah, I left Carl's just before 10:30 on Sunday night. I got home almost 12:30. So
that is like usual London traffic, mate. Honestly, it's fucking.
Usually a 20-minute ride, 25, 30 minutes was almost 2 hours. So
I did try to call Eric.
Yeah.
When I was stuck in traffic at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it was early, much earlier. Yeah.
I tried to call you to say, check the traffic before you leave. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. I probably would have spent the night there.
I saw the car on fire.
Well, that's good. I like that. We get that. Bear in mind any accident.
Yeah. It got I think this got stuck in traffic, overheated, and just set on fire. I phoned him twice or 3 times. He didn't answer me, so I just thought, fuck you.
Yeah, the phone was in my pocket. I didn't hear it. But
I don't think the insurance will pay out, Lee. If it's not on its roof, they must have had to quickly flip it just before the accident people came over. Because I'm pretty sure, Joel, you have to flip the car, don't you, just to get any insurance payout in Portugal? Because every car I ever see is always on the wrong way up. And how the fuck they do it, I've got no idea. Flipping the car.
I told you about my favourite one on the A2. I was driving home, and he was sliding down the hill upside down on the other side of the motorway, going down the opposite. I've never seen that before.
When I first picked up the Tesla, the main motorway coming up the other direction was a load of cows.
I guarantee you, as a Portuguese, I'm also fucking amazed at how Portuguese drivers manage to do it.
Have you ever put the car through?
Joel, as part of the test, in England we do like parallel parking and reverse parking. Do you do just flipping?
You got to flip the car.
Test, you only pass.
No. I think that the Portuguese took lessons from Ace Ventura to the trip to Africa, where he watched this and he skews a Land Rover that tumbles around, jumps over, and I think 5 Land Rovers managed to park it upside down basically with the wheels up, and says, nailed it.
I think they like that. And Lee, if you get stopped, they never ask you about booze, because think of how many festas are here, right? Everybody gets drunk, everybody drives back, and guns and drugs. So that's
different here. They're going to stop.
Yeah, no, but there was. I actually saw this on. I think it was on Instagram. there was a guy that was pissed, so he couldn't drive his car. What he did is he picked up the forklift of his company, put the car on the pallet, lifted up the car, and it was driving down the road with the car on the forklift because there is no according to, I don't know if it is true or not, but according to the state law, he wasn't allowed to drive a car, but since he had a forklift driver's license, and there's no regulation over the limit of alcohol on that vehicle, he was driving down the road with it.
Huh. They probably fired him from his job, but anyway, I guess it was.
I think the forklift was his.
Oh, okay.
There are no issues with being.
You're legally not allowed to drive a commercial forklift truck on the main roads. That would be against the law. It's got no indicators. It's not got an MOT. You would get in more trouble for doing that than you would do for driving drunk.
It depends on the forklift. There are forklifts. I've driven forklifts that have full headlights and blinkers.
No.
Yeah. Does it have a full MOT?
No.
It can't. It can't. A forklift can't do the minimum speed levels.
But Lee, they've got Matavelios on the road, which can't do minimum speed levels, right? And they also have
the Matavej do they cannot go into highway, but they can do the local speed limit easily.
Already. Let's talk about pits or something more interesting.
Go on then. You brought it up, mate. You were the one with the supercars, so.
No, I simply meant the supercars. I didn't go into forklift trucks driving down fucking highways.
No, there you go.
Yeah, we did kind of say about cars, so I think
it wasn't on the highway; it was on the street.
All right. So, Pete, since you weren't building your new structure, what were you doing?
I was fucking building my new structure every day, but unfortunately enough, it's been fucking boiling.
It's been like 20 minutes a day for the last fucking 8
minutes fucking day. I've done. Fuck me, honestly, man. Grouting that fucking epoxy floor with epoxy grout, black epoxy grout is the shittiest thing ever. And I made the brilliantly wise decision of wearing white shorts, so I now look like I've had fucking I don't know. It's like I've just fucking swum through tar. It was shit. That was horrible. Or doing that foil. Honestly, I now know what a fucking turkey feels like in the oven. It was just nuts. And there's loads of little things that are just. It has taken a lot longer than I thought, I admit, but it's going to look really nice. Well, by the time I finished today, I did something really cool. So I've got this. Let me just see if I can find it. Oh. Here we go.
Gilchrist put a post.
This stuff is gun copper spray. So what it does is it turns any metal black, right? It's fucking fabulous stuff. So I painted that over.
So Pete, just to remind that, just say that again like you're telling me something I don't know.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. I didn't know it. I had no idea about these things. I'm no fucking expert in turning shiny things black, but there you go.
So what are you using it on? What are you using it on, or don't I want to know?
On all my screws. So I've got fucking the amount of screws I've put in that fucking structure. It's more screw than wood on most of it, honestly. So
rifle barrels get they get really rusty really quick. So that spray you put onto a clean cloth. And you can barrel immaculate no matter what condition you're going out in.
They're brilliant. It's brilliant stuff. It's nuts. I can't believe how quickly it turns something shiny to something dark. It's really good. So I've just got to do the roof with that, which I'm not looking forward to doing. Other than that, I'm kind of all right. Di says no one's going to see it, but I will, and I'll know it's there. So it's something I still have to do. So it's one of those things. Yeah.
Where is Di?
She's just over. There.
She's doing okay.
There. Okay. I thought she was in Lisbon. We video where you messaged earlier. I thought she was still in the city.
No, she was in Lisbon.
I was in the UK. I flew back.
Yeah.
Get off the fucking screen, woman.
You asked for it.
No, I asked Pete where she was, and I asked Pete to fucking put her on screen.
This is very fair. No, that's true. She didn't, but there you go. Anyway, So other than that, I've got Chris coming over on Sunday, which will be fun. So
Wow.
Is Black Chris in the city? Is Black Chris in Lisbon?
Yeah,
I don't know if he's in Lisbon, but he's coming up here because he wants to go to Nazaré, so he's coming up.
All right, I'm gonna message him later. Invite him for dinner.
Yeah,
because he was supposed to meet for lunch in Lisbon one day this week because he was going to be in the Algarve beginning Monday. I guess
I remember you saying that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message him.
I guess that didn't happen.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna message Black. He did say be on. He said he's out. I'll hang on. I'll wait till it comes on screen.
He might
because Abby and Linda are with Kent tonight in Al-Qadesh.
Yeah,
I think they're having a wonderful conversation. If only
I imagine it's a fucking nightmare.
I saw a picture of where they're at, and I'd be shocked if they ever make it onto the show tonight. So there's a bottle of Jameson sitting on the table, and Linda's there. There's beers, so it is going to be scary. Let's see.
We'll have a really good night tomorrow night. Are you going anywhere fun?
Yeah, go to Thailandia.
Oh yeah, you'll have a lovely time. Have a fantastic time.
Yeah, go to my favourite restaurant right near my house. I'm not stupid. I booked a table for 14.
Oh, I like Linda's fuck off. That's good. Definitely. Mm.
Okay.
Oh, is that on the cave, Eric?
Who has an Irish flag on their ceiling?
Yeah, that's a weird one, isn't it? Really, that is a strange thing to have an Irish flag on your ceiling.
I don't know where that is.
You're in an Irish bar.
Yeah.
Well, that could be anywhere then, couldn't it, Lee? They could be in fucking.
No, I know Ken.
That's somewhere, but it's not.
I know exactly where it is. I know exactly where it is. I know exactly where Kent's took them.
Yeah.
They're in O'Neill's.
Right. It's not there.
O'Neill's, bloody hell. That's a blast from the past. Jesus.
O'Neill. It's in Esterel. It's down near Kent's. It's that way on.
Oh, I thought O'Neill's was on near the water, near the beach there.
It's a brand one, Eric. So they're all over.
No, it's a small one where we always meet.
Oh, cool.
Not necessarily.
No, O'Neill's. That's what's it called?
Oh, the one in that little alleyway.
Yeah.
I forget. That that picture looks too big for that place. But anyway, so like I said, I'd be shocked if we see them tonight, but that's okay.
We'll see you tomorrow night. Baby Pack's coming out as well tomorrow. The baby's out.
That'd be awesome. You'd have a lovely time. You've got to wet the baby's head properly.
Santos and Manu are coming out, so I'm excited just for that. Yeah.
Okay.
If I've got to arrange a dinner, I can arrange a dinner.
Yep. Once in a while, we get you up off your lazy ass. That's good.
I got fucking short notice. I was told on Tuesday.
Ah, okay.
I was told on because I wasn't on the cave on Friday. That late, Harry came on, so I found out on Tuesday. I've arranged a dinner. I've booked a table in a restaurant where you can't book tables.
You didn't book it.
I went. Yeah, I called in last night.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually you have somebody that does that for you.
No, on my way home last night, I called in, and you know the problem is they won't let Sandra book a table there.
You shut the aircon on.
You can't. You technically they don't reserve tables.
Every
time I go in, they always do it.
We almost got him without the dark stream. Almost. If I would have clicked the button about 2 seconds earlier.
I haven't got the bill yet.
The bill for what?
Because no, I'm saying they haven't asked to come past. So disculpa, ¿a cuánto por favor? Obrigado.
He's in the restaurant. He's in a restaurant.
Hey, he's in McDonald's.
Guys, no. Well, if you're in McDonald's, you don't ask for the bill like that, do you? Come on. Right, I need to mute my microphone for a minute, but I'm listening.
Yeah, I can hear the French fry machine in the background.
Come on, you know when you see me in McDonald's before, Eric, you know when I kick off when I'm in McDonald's, you know that.
Oh, sounds nice though.
Good. He beat me to muting him, so that's good. So anyway,
I imagine Chris's job is very nice, and I like the fact that we all think he's an Uber driver. He makes me chuckle all the time.
see if he was.
I'm talking about Lee and Eric and Joel. We should all be going for fucking sardines this weekend. But Lee, I suppose you've got a 3-week festival. My one only happens like this weekend. That's it. It's
Really?
Oh no, ours is constant, Pete. We went for me and Eric went for sardines last Thursday. We didn't have any.
No, we did.
Fucking Sandra said, "Let's go out for sardines. Let's go to the festival." We ended up in a different park, and we bought pork. We bought all.
Sandwich. Yeah, we had pork sandwich.
We had a cracking night out. That was really nice.
Oh,
That was
awesome.
So,
Fred and his girlfriend Mariana came out. We took Eve with us. Eric and Pat got there early, got us a cracking table.
yep.
And we had a really civilized 3 hours.
It was like an adult night where everybody behaved. There was no problem.
No drunkenness, no cocaine.
Nope. Everybody went home when everybody went home. Nobody went to Pink Street, anything like that. It was.
You didn't end up in Pink Street. Fucking hell, Lee.
No,
I had the baby with me, Pete. I had the baby with me. She doesn't like Pink Street. I've tried it.
Yeah. That Thursday was good. That seems like a long time ago.
It was last Thursday.
Yeah, it was. But that's a long time ago. So
It was. I really enjoyed that. That was very nice. I enjoyed that.
Oh, lovely.
So yep. So sardines have been going on around here, Pete, for probably the last 2.
Yeah, but are they free though, Eric? That's the thing.
No.
See, all our sardines are free. So, and the village just provides the sardines for you.
You don't live near the sea. They're not fresh. That's why they're free. They're giving them away.
Nah, they're all right. They're from around where Joel is. And Joel has probably the best sardines, I reckon. That you've got the best fishing for sardines where you are. So I don't know. I think the fish there is really good.
So Pete, do you eat it right off the stick? Like they put a stick through it and barbecue it? Like
They just barbecue it, yeah. So they just barbecue it, and they just give you out any sardines as your kind of
Let's see how long Pete's lived here. Pete, do you eat the head and the tail?
Yeah, I do sometimes. Yeah, I don't mind eating a head and tail.
Do
It's
you
good
put
for you.
the eyeballs out?
Nah, why bother? You eat.
I
white
think
meat.
that's the best bit. I think the eyeballs and the ass are the best bit.
They're much better than fucking like sheep eyeballs. Have you ever had them? They burst in your mouth, and then you've got a lens that's really chewy. Oh, they're
Funnily enough, I have had sheep eyeballs,
they're horrible.
but sardine eyeballs are very different. And you can taste the skull on the sardine. You can really bite into the skull.
They're not kind of chewy like a sheep eyeball lasts you a long time. My favourite was when we had Vietnamese lodgers, and I said I was allergic to pig's feet, and Di had to sit there chewing a trotter for about fucking 4 hours. That was awesome. I really like that. That was really good. But yeah, I don't know. I think head's a weird one. Do you suck the brains out of shrimps and stuff?
Of course I do. My favourite bit.
right on.
I don't know. What about you, Joel? Being a big shellfish eater.
If you don't suck the brains out of shrimp, you can't be my friend. That was an Anthony Bourdain quote.
Well, all the shrimp I ate last Sunday, I didn't eat the brains out of one of them. So
Oh no, sucking the skull of a shrimp is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very tasty.
So anyway, I was up north for most of this week at another
okay.
festival. I was in Villa de Can, which the audience probably has no idea where that is, but it's about 35 minutes north of Porto. And they have the Festival of São João. That went on for 3 days. And if I stayed for this weekend, then Sao Pedro would be this weekend. But I would say it's I don't know how you classify it. It's a small city. But those days, it's like thousands of people come in, and I was telling somebody else, I haven't seen let's see, Wednesday night, I saw 4:30 in the morning. The next day, I saw 5:30 in the morning, which somebody my age doesn't belong doing that. But
Oh, Eric, you should be, man. You should be helping out at your local festa. Then you won't even know that there's a bedtime that exists for 5 days. So it is fun. It's a lot of fun, and you get everyone, as you said, everyone comes back who used to live there. So it's all
for sure.
A big competition with cars as well. Everyone has to have the nicest car, so they've all got like a massive loan on some ludicrous car they're paying off the next 30 years.
In the parades and stuff, there was a big competition, different neighborhoods. They all had different themes and but stuff's going on day and night. It's just like fireworks.
Honestly, I think we're so lucky living here. It's so much nicer than the boring England. And the fact is, it's all free as well. You know, all you do is turn up, and then embarrassingly modest prices on everything as well. I bet you didn't pay more than like €1 for a beer or €1.20 for a wine or something. It was
really cheap on the street for sure. Yeah,
it's really good. Honestly, we live in a fantastic country.
So we did have a good time doing that. So
that sounds awesome.
So there you go.
Oh, wicked.
And that was pretty much my whole week, except for Sunday at South of the River, which lasted for a very long time as well. But anyway,
a nice day. It was a nice day.
Perfect day. But I don't expect to spend 2 hours going home from there.
Eric, thank the Lord you don't have to cross that bridge. Lee.
When I left, there was loads of beer left. So I stupidly presumed there would be beer there on Monday.
There wasn't one left.
Not a single fucking beer or cider or drop of rosé wine left for me.
We were actually quite surprised ourselves.
Disgraceful. That is fucking hell.
Surprised? You should be ashamed.
No, it is disgraceful. I went into the refrigerator and I opened it up. I'm like, where the hell is the rest of the beer? And there was none. So anyway, that means we had a good
amount of beer that got in one afternoon.
We had a good day.
Awesome.
Yeah. We went through a lot of glass. So I don't know where they ended up, the recycle bin somewhere, but that thing must have been rattling. So
you enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm going back this Sunday for a sober one.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not working and I'm driving. So I'm going to drop Sandra off at the train station and me and Eve going to go play in the pool for the day.
Oh,
it should be a sober one because I've got to drive the baby on.
Wow. That'd be really nice, man. It's nice. We've got one of our mate's daughters. Well, Jamie, you've met him, Lee. You remember the one that was ludicrously pissed in the middle of the day?
He owes me some money.
Well, his daughter's got a job at the pool, and what is it? There's a all-night party at the pool on Wednesday. That'll be quite interesting. So,
is Jamie the solar guy?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. No, I got no good contact. I expect to drop off.
He's grateful. He said if anything comes from it, he'll make sure he sorts you out or something. But I'm going up to Porto soon anyway. So there's a jazz festival on. Oh, isn't Lee?
Hello.
Cool. Oh,
that's
put the phone down.
The Eve cam.
Oh,
there you go. So anyway,
nearly a birthday. End of next month.
Yeah, it is.
And the next month be a birthday. Yeah.
Absolutely. So Lee, is given the fact it's something special.
4 years ago, we were sat drinking all night, waiting for Sandra to give birth.
Oh God, yeah, fucking hell.
Remember that? We were on the ManCave when she was fucking born.
Yep.
That is nuts, isn't it?
It was just after COVID, sort of kind of blew over.
Yep.
Oh, it's so cool.
Hey, Chris, you want to give it another go?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
much better.
No.
Okay, I'm just trying to get connected to the car at the same time. But one sec. But yeah, it was. We was in a restaurant, and there was a load of people that were. They were dressed in a very interesting style, should I say?
What does that mean?
Sorry.
What does that mean?
Well, they looked like they were Romany gypsies, but they looked like, they would be happy to kick off at any moment.
Yeah. So they probably were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be. You don't want to cross them if you can help it. They're a bit of a pain, definitely.
Yeah. So you have gypsies down in the Algarve now too?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, can hear you.
Yeah. So it
Yeah,
wasn't great.
So the gypsies were eating in the same restaurant as you were? Yeah.
Okay, just cut him off. Just block him off. Don't like him anyway. Just block him.
I'll mute him for now and see if he's able to square it away. He's having technical difficulties there, I think.
He's probably being attacked.
I need to move from the bedroom to the living room, so I'm going to log back in about 3 minutes. Okay.
All right. See you in a bit, mate. Definitely.
All right.
Oh, lovely.
All right. So we need a good subject, Joel, to kick off that we can, waste a little bit of time on at least. Oh,
okay. I'm going to recommend. I share it on WhatsApp, on our WhatsApp group. I'm going to recommend a movie that has been banned in England and in Germany.
Okay.
Called Citizen Vigilante. It's basically a B movie, but it is not. It could say it is a work of fiction, but in reality, it is basically a documentary of what the fuck is going on in Europe. So I recommend everyone to watch it.
Okay.
Sounds
So
like
what period of time was this film made, Joel?
What period of time? It's for those who have X. It's available.
No. I'm saying this movie. When was it produced? When was it?
It was produced this year.
Oh, okay. So it's fairly new.
That reminds me of what I wanted to talk to you about, which is slightly dodgy, but I've found a new one. Is all I'm going to say to you, because I know what's happened to your latest one. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I'll say about watching various movies and things. And
okay.
Yeah, is I'll leave that to last.
Yeah, if anybody wants to get access to the movie that is in England or in Germany, you can either contact the ManCave.
So you break it up, man.
Or no, contact the ManCave. Or I will share it in the ManCave group and the link to where people can watch the movie or even download it and share it, because actually it's quite actual. The movie's, like I said, it's not. It is fiction, but if we look at it, quite a documentary of the issues Europe is facing right now.
Okay. Where was it made? And we'll leave it at that.
Germany.
Okay. All right. We'll look at
that has an American. So the movie is in English. It was made in Germany with an American actor.
Okay. So we'll look at
German director. The main character is from America.
Okay. Very good. So Simon says he's had a taste of some Portuguese weather in the Shires for the last couple of days. Very nice. I've actually heard.
I thought it was shit, didn't you?
I've heard it's been quite warm over there.
Really well, the thing is, in England, they don't have any kind of. There's no air conditioning. Temperatures on the train were over 100 degrees on the tube. It's just not built for any kind of weather, is it? Really?
No.
It's concrete everywhere, and it's wetter. So the heat here, I think, is much nicer, to be honest. So, and they're not used to it, so they can't really cope with high temperatures. But they are good old global warming. It'll be Portuguese temperatures in England every year now. So, I don't know. Oh man, but
yeah, for sure.
That Venezuelan situation looks bad.
Yeah, very bad. but
reports.
it doesn't seem to be covered all that much. You know what I mean? For the event that it was, like I was reading papers and stuff earlier today, and that story is just kind of buried, you know, in the papers and stuff. I don't know why it's not like top billing.
I don't either. I mean, because they reckon they could be over 10,000 killed just from that one earthquake.
Yeah.
And I saw an interview with this firefighter, and they were saying there were people lighting fires in houses so that they would get people out so they could rob them. Basically, it just sounds like complete fucking chaos. And they've got people trapped, but they haven't got any of the machinery to get them out. So, oh man, it just sounds really bad because I think the earthquake itself was really close to the Earth's surface. They said it was something like 15 kilometers down, which sounds like a lot, but yeah.
No,
But
didn't they have like back to back? It was like within
a minute, 1 minute. Yeah. So they had one that was, I think one that was like 7.1 and then one that was 7.2 within 7.5, sorry, within like 50 seconds of each other. So as soon as your building's already shaken, and then I don't think there's much structurally that's left that's kind of pretty sound out there. So yeah, it does look really bad. Absolutely, terrible.
I actually saw a video of people sitting on a plane at the airport, like at an airport gate, and they showed the plane was just like the people going back and forth, and they were just sitting on the plane. So
nuts,
that was crazy.
You talk about Venezuela.
Yeah. Did you see the airport? Fucking what went on? The whole structure of the airport was coming down around everyone as well. It's just fucking, because the thing is, we're all a bit vulnerable to it. You certainly are in Lisbon, and it's one of those things where, you know, what would you fucking do if it happened? I think running out into the street or running out into a park or something is probably your best bet, to be honest. Lee, you'd be fine because you'll be in a beer garden. Where would you go then? Where do you think is the most structurally safe building around you?
In a doorway. Any doorway.
In a doorway?
Yeah, unless the whole thing pancakes.
Yeah. No. Anyway, with a plinth.
Yeah.
No. We're built for it.
You think so?
Yeah. The apartment I live in was built in the mid-70s. Solid. Earthquake proof.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not a third world country. The last one we had when I was working that Monday.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a really good one. It felt like a wagon drove past. I was trimming a hedge. It felt like a wagon drove past and the earth was moving, but the pool was starting to slop.
House shade.
Yeah.
And again, I worked in not a cracked tile at home. And a lot of the expensive houses I work at, they've all got fucking earthquake damage.
Yeah.
My building's solid. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that is good, but fucking hell, it does look awful over there. It really does look bad.
Yeah.
And because the building regs, they just don't have any, do they, really, over there? I mean, Portuguese regs are bad enough anyway. But.
Pete, you know our plan for disaster.
yeah, I do, and I'm well prepared, Lee. Honestly,
you know our plan for disaster. The first sign of any civil unrest or any natural disaster, we're coming to you, and you're the first thing on the fucking barbecue.
But what I love, Lee, is when there was actually a disaster, you'd A, have to get through the gate, but B, you couldn't get any petrol or go anywhere. The great thing I've got is I have no worries. As long as it's a sunny day, I can drive about 300 kilometres.
I've got 80 litres of diesel stored in the shed in preparation just to get to your house.
Which would be the first thing that goes up when there's civil unrest, I reckon. Take Crimea now. How much would that 8 litres worth of petrol be worth? Fucking
no, diesel. I've got 80 litres of diesel in cans in the shed waiting to drive to your house to eat you.
There you go.
I'm cool. We'll get there. We'll get 3 cars up on that to yours. Eat you, and then we'll just plug your car into your solar panels and we'll drive that.
So you just have to hope you remember how to get there, because
I know how to get there. I can find it.
There's going to be no cell signal. There's going to be no anything.
Yeah, you're right, man. I'll have cell signal. The whole thing, but
I can read a map.
We saw what happened with the blackout last year, right? It was just
We got drunk. Eric, we got fucking drunk and then drove home. I dropped you off in the city, shit-faced.
Yeah. But we wouldn't have been able to make it much further than that, right?
I don't reckon you would.
Oh, of course we could. When we crossed it, when we had the blackout, it was at lunchtime. Me and Eric went to the shop. Everyone was buying food. We bought beer.
Beer and chips.
We got drunk, and I dropped Eric off in the city, shit-faced.
Yeah. That's true.
And the traffic was great. The traffic was perfect when I dropped Eric off. There was nothing to bridge or anything. It was brilliant.
Sadly, we didn't have much money after that. So,
Oh, yeah, because the cash machines are shut down.
yeah. Yep.
But I had beer at home. We had beer all day. Cal's mate, what's he called? Rich turned up.
Yeah.
Did Mad American Dave turn up as well? Who was there? There was a few of us.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a good day.
Yeah,
the blackout, when everyone was panicking, we just got shit-faced.
Yeah. The next day wasn't great because no
Lee,
stores were open and there was no money. And
yeah, exactly. It could all, and that was only 24 hours, wasn't it? Really, it wasn't. Didn't
No, it's about 9 hours. It was about 9 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
The power went at lunchtime, and I was sat here on the balcony when I could see the city turning, all the lights coming back on in the city, and it could sort of did baby steps coming up the valley.
Yeah, it was different blocks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Oh, man.
so,
Well, yeah.
if anything lasts more than 9 hours, this country's in big, deep shit. So,
No, we're not. We're just trying to eat his food.
That's it. That's fine. You can take
We'll be fine.
no problem.
there's the plan.
Mm.
So anyway, what's your topic you wanted to bring up before you left?
Oh, yeah. I've got a day off tomorrow.
Awesome. Oh man,
I've got a full day of doing nothing.
Yeah.
So my plan for tomorrow is to get up, have a good breakfast with Eve, do a little bit of laundry, and then I'm going to spend an hour doing absolutely fucking nothing. I'm going to sit on the sofa and try not even to look, because I think looking the cheat. I'm going to sit on the sofa and try and blank everything out for an hour and do nothing.
Your daughter's not going to allow that.
No, I'm waiting until she's got to sleep. She'll have a kip in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
About 2-3 o'clock, she'll fall asleep, and I'm going to sit just here, where I'm sat now.
Yeah.
I'm going to really try to not even look or think. I'm going to try and black out for an hour.
Okay.
That's my plan. That's my plan for tomorrow afternoon.
Well, we'll hope you accomplish that. So.
well,
there
Lee,
you go.
I was watching because my new app has got like some stuff that I didn't have before. So I was watching a whole load of 1950s Twilight Zones.
I love the Twilight Zone.
I love the 1950s ones. So the one I watched that I really remind me because of your fucking pig-faced mate that you were talking about. We watched that Beauty's in the Eye of the Beholder. You know where she's got a bandage over her face and she keeps on going on about.
Yes, I know the one. Yeah, I know it.
Awesome. And then the way they shot it was just fantastic. But those stories are so good compared to anything that
there was. I love the Twilight Zone, but my favourite one in that genre was Tales of the Unexpected.
Yeah, they're quite slow.
A guy worked at a museum, but it was all books and papers, and he got locked in a safe, and a nuclear device had gone on.
Twilight Zone. That's called because I teach that, and it's really good.
Is that Twilight? I thought that was Tales of the Unexpected.
No, that's Twilight Zone. It's called Time Is Not Enough, right? And it's about he's reading, isn't he? He's reading in the bank vault. He goes into a bank vault, but it's not like a paper thing. And when he comes out, everyone's dead, which is what he wanted because his wife's always nagging him. He always wants time to read, right? He gets off to the library steps. He's got all these books around him to read, and then his glasses fall off and shatter. And
That's the one. That's the one.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. That's a 1950s Twilight Zone one.
I genuinely thought that was Tales of the Unexpected.
Tales of the Unexpected. When you watch it again, it's incredibly slow, and you've got it's one of those ones where you've guessed what the story is within the first 2 minutes, and then there's half an hour of fucking shit that nothing happens in, except So
the other one was definitely Tales of the Unexpected. Was where a woman's husband was killed. He was a police officer. Oh no, he wanted to be a police officer, but he tied a bow in a specific way. And then he got killed, and she was bringing up the baby, and a police officer on a horse tied the bow in the same way her husband would do it. Oh, I love shit like that.
Oh, they're
my favourite shit B movies. I like that. Like 30 minutes of pointless entertainment.
It's lovely, mate. It's really good. They're great.
No, they're really good. They're really good mini dramas. Yeah,
and really well written as well. I mean, like I teach that, and there's another one I teach about this 5-year-old. No, I think he's 6, and he controls everyone, and he can kill anyone just with a thought. And the whole village he's in is completely shitting themselves the whole time. And he's made his arm. His aunt has told him off, and he's made his arm.
That was my superpower. If I got to choose a superpower, that would be it.
Just complete control over everything.
No, just make people vanish. Just turn them to salt. If I look at them, they just turn to salt.
Okay.
That would be my superpower. I would love that.
As long as they don't turn into encephalitis, man. I love that. Over the bridge.
You all know there's not a racist bone in my body. I don't care about anything. I take people as they come. I used the N-word for the first time in 15 years today.
Whoa.
And if I could have turned into salt with one thought or look, it would have happened.
What was the context there?
Oh, he had a ridiculous car. His music was too loud. And he was talking on the phone at the same time. And he was just right behind me.
Okay, but I'm sure there was a lot of other opportunities to go there before today. So that really set you off?
Oh, yeah. No, I it's not a word I use lightly. And I get annoyed.
What I'm saying is more serious.
My brother-in-law says it all the time, just for shits and giggles, because he knows it annoys me.
Yeah.
I use it for the first time today in anger, because he was a dick.
Yeah. Okay.
I want that superpower, Pete. I want to turn people to salt.
Did you roll the window down, or you just did it loudly in your own car?
Sandro was in the van with me, because Sandro's been today. I had the window down, and he may have heard it. I wouldn't have been bothered either way.
Yeah.
And I had to say to Sandro, I will have to drag him out of the car and use a spoon to remove his fucking eyeballs. He annoyed me that much.
Okay.
See, that I've lost, man. I don't get road rage anymore. Everyone's really polite. The only signals
No,
they
I
give
don't.
you are overtake
Pete, I see the worst driving every day.
Yeah.
We passed on the way home today, we passed a burnt out car on the highway. We passed a car that was steaming on the edge of the bridge. We passed a car that I don't know how we managed to get up onto the metal divide on the dual carriageway. This is all at like 6:30. No one's going quick anyway. We saw 3 accidents there on the way home. Yeah. And then I had this fucking idiot behind me on the fucking motorway.
Yeah, on the phone is annoying.
Yeah.
I have to
Today driving home was a nightmare.
So Simon says the next big earthquakes are predicted for California. And there's a lot of us.
Turn around and touch your toes.
A lot of us hope that will happen because eventually they'll.
No, the California one's well overdue. The California one's well overdue.
Into the Pacific Ocean, never to be
seen.
I
like that. Ozzy Osbourne used to say he was California sober, which meant he only touched dope. That's
so if we are going to talk about catastrophes being long overdue, don't forget the Yellowstone Park, which is in the fucking middle of a volcano.
Yeah, a massive one, super volcano, definitely. could go up at any minute. That would take out half the states, I reckon.
That is a Woolander, fucking Woolander.
Yeah, when Yellowstone goes up, that's going to be a catastrophe worldwide.
Yes.
That's going to be the next ice age. It's going to cause so many problems. It's going to be failed crops. It's going to be polluted water. It's going to be dried up riverbeds. That'll be amazing.
Well, it'll be like Ashlands as well. So
There's not do the Yellowstone Park volcano going up.
Yeah, it's massive. It's
Eric is massive.
It's
and
the entire
5,000 years overdue.
It's pretty much the entire park is over the top of a volcano, so it's kind of it's fucking massive, absolutely huge. So
yeah, the thing that still the geysers are the only thing. Not really. I've recently read or watched that the core or the center of the volcano, right in the middle of the Yellowstone Park, where you have the Old Faithful and everything else.
Yeah. Right.
The depth has been rising. The level of the ground has been rising constantly, which indicates there is a accumulation of magma beneath it, and is keep piling up. There will be a big bang for sure there.
Hey, Joel, just one tiny correction. It's pronounced geyser, not geyser. It's from Finnish, and actually the English pronunciation, like most times, is
But
right.
I'm not pronunciating geyser as in English. I'm pronunciating geyser as in Portuguese.
Oh, well, the Portuguese is wrong then, because it's actually geyser.
It's not acceptable on this
So
podcast.
the way British said jaguar is also wrong. But
Jaguar?
Yeah, it's
No, Jaguar is right because we invented the language.
no, we didn't invent the language.
No,
Jaguar comes from the Portuguese.
The language.
Jaguar brand comes from the Portuguese word jaguar, and that is the correct pronunciation of the British car company.
Jaguars are
Jaguar.
in fucking Portugal. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, but we don't.
I know that it is an English company, but it's a fucking Portuguese word.
How can it be a Portuguese word when the cat comes from fucking Asia?
Comes from South America, and that's what Brazil, which is Portuguese speaking.
No,
which is why it is.
Jaguars and leopards are technically the same cat. They're the most widespread large cat worldwide. They're found on most continents.
Jaguars officially are only found in South America, I think in Brazil.
No, it's the word jaguar. It's the same fucking animal with three different. Call it a panther if you want.
You're
Call it fucking panther. It's the same fucking animal.
You've got to go with.
It is a fucking animal that was discovered in Brazil and uses a Portuguese language. Guess what Brazil uses as a language, as a native language in their own fucking country? Portuguese. So the correct way to say jaguar in your country is to say it in the Brazilian, which is the same fucking thing as saying in Portuguese. So fuck off.
The correct way to say anything in English, because all the pilots across the world and all the captains of every ship have to speak English.
Because it's the common language. It's easier understandable for all of the nations to communicate.
Language. Because we're right and you're wrong.
No, because you drive on the wrong side of the fucking road.
Eric's wrong as well, because Eric spells colour differently. So we're right, the rest of the world is fucking wrong.
And Eric, it's pronounced aluminium, right?
Yeah, it is aluminium.
Aluminum?
No, aluminium.
Aluminium.
This is an aluminum can.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's Superbach aluminum can.
No, it's an aluminium can. It's probably not aluminium either. The aluminium's far too expensive.
Okay. And we call it math, not maths. There's no S.
Well,
on the end of it.
because you pronounced it wrong.
What?
You pronounced it wrong.
I hate to say, but both of them are wrong. It's mathematics. It's
Yeah,
not,
it's mathematics for sure.
You're right, Peter. It's mathematics.
It's not math or maths.
See, fortunately, we have somebody that is involved in academia on the show, which
I'll
comes
fuck
in.
off with academia. I'm very glad we've
Eventually, I'd have got around to saying mathematics. Eventually, got around to it. Yeah.
Please don't mention that word.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to promote you, maybe for
No,
something.
don't do it that way. Definitely, that's not. No.
The king. Talking about being English, the king has produced his tax payments this month today. The king paid 17 million in tax last year.
The king did.
Yeah, which
He's
is
million.
He's worried everyone's going to find out how much he's been stealing.
I thought you guys paid the tax to the king. He doesn't pay the tax to you.
No, the Crown Estate pays tax.
Oh.
They have done for the last 10 years or so.
Andrew
So last year, but they've always been secretive about it. He put out the news last night, but it was on the news today. 17 million the king paid in tax.
That's it.
So he only owes a lot more than he definitely owes a lot more.
Yeah. No, they make a fortune. Don't worry about it.
He's got a good. He's got a good accountant. He's got a good accountant.
Yeah, it's not poor. It's like 1% of his fucking earnings.
Yeah. So why is that only been for like the last Joel? Why has that only been for like the last 10 years?
What the fuck do I know?
Right. So originally they never paid tax.
Yeah.
And then they changed the rules a little bit where they paid a little bit of tax. And then 10 years ago they started paying a bit more tax, but it's never been released of how much tax they paid.
And they still don't pay inheritance tax. So when
No, they don't. No, it's the king. Of course it doesn't.
No, because if they are going to pay inheritance tax like the farmers, they will go fucking bankrupt because they own all of the fucking land.
They don't own all of it.
They
They have the royal estates. They don't own all the land.
And people like the Duke of Westminster own more valuable land than the royal estates do. So,
Yeah.
But the fact is that Joel is that they are worried because there's been a whole load of stuff that's come out about Andrew in particular, subletting loads of the buildings.
No, I would be more worried about King itself because he's a fucking wanker.
He is.
Oh,
but
be careful, Joel. He's the fucking king of England.
He's not.
I don't give a fuck if he is even if he rules the fucking world.
If you down the tunnel next week,
now we'll upgrade it as a balance.
If you get chased by a paparazzi and crash your car next week, we'll know why.
But Joel's not giving
a fucking king. Wait,
he's got to have
a fucking king that says a fucking king that was born in a religious Protestant country now claims that Muslims is the way to go. Fuck him.
He doesn't claim that. He doesn't claim that at all.
I'd be more worried about the fact that he was.
You really need to stay off fucking YouTube and fucking whatever shit you look at online.
So Simon says out of 100 million plus, and not counting the estates they run. So Simon knows.
Simon says they're on to touch your fucking shoelaces.
Simon knows what's up.
I don't like Simon. He might be our only viewer. I still don't like him.
No, Square Eyes is the one you don't like. Simon's good.
No, I don't like any of them.
Oh, okay.
I do like Antonio F. Fuck, I'm not inviting him to dinner tomorrow night.
Which you totally turned him off from watching the show, I guess, because he hasn't been around for several weeks. So
I'm gonna have to mess him. I'm gonna mess him in the morning. Remind me in the morning to mess Antonio F about dinner tomorrow night. Okay.
You're gonna have to call Thailandia and just say it's invitation only for this whole restaurant.
No, I booked. There's 13 of us going. I booked for 14. I can always squeeze one in. No, they love me there. They don't take reservations. They don't do reservations unless I turn up.
Just tell them we need that big table that goes from
right down the middle. I pointed at it. I
Hey,
pointed
we
at
are
it and said, all of
we
this.
are forgetting a sad thing that happened in Britain this week.
What was that?
Keir Starmer resigned.
Well,
That's
some
not a
people,
sad thing.
some people
Such
would
That's not a
consider
sad
it
thing.
bad, and some would
You
not.
know,
Such a fucking
you know,
shame. He
the
was
sad
doing
thing is,
everything for that country. There wasn't no two-tier policing. There was no rape gangs. There was no farmer inherited tax. There was no removal of the pensioners for the gas or coal pensioner tax. Such a shame. He was a great prime minister. Yeah.
So you
the
think it's
sad
going to
thing
be,
is,
In case
Andy
people
Burnham's
don't
taken
know,
over.
I'm being sarcastic.
yes. So you think it's
The
going to get
really
better
sad
or
thing is,
worse?
Andy Burnham's taken over, and I've met him. He's a dick.
Okay.
Yeah, no. The thing is, if that wanker, if that good prime minister allegedly resigned, shouldn't be the country up for votes for elect a new prime minister?
No,
25
it's not the way it works in England, mate.
It's all different, Joel.
Yeah, Joel.
Yeah.
obviously the
No,
system's
I'm just questioning the
No,
bid.
I don't.
No,
I
what's
don't.
civilized?
You have
I
to
don't
remember
Because
understand.
honestly, sorry guys, because honestly, the way that the political system works in the United Kingdom, where a fucking retard resigns and another retard takes his place, I don't think that is a good
What about
policy.
you,
for the
Joel?
country.
Joel, stand by. One guy gets thrown out, right? They have an election, and the same guy gets voted back in.
Can I just? Can I?
No. Oh, it is another guy that goes in.
Can I?
What
Can I
was-
just say,
what was,
Joel-
what's his name? Montenegro or whatever? Wasn't he the reason why the elections were called the last time?
No, the election,
Come on, Joel. When they had the lack of confidence in the government and all of this.
the lack of confidence was during the year budget, but that doesn't mean the government falls. For
Okay.
the government to fall has to happen what happened with PS. In Portugal, that's how it works. PS, the prime minister resigned due to a scandal over money found in his office.
Okay.
That's how the government fell.
Well,
And
I'm saying
went
the
to
lack of confidence that caused the government, it didn't fall. Okay, it didn't fall. Caused
Can I just say,
election,
Joel,
and the same
we
person got elected to run it. Sorry, go ahead.
we don't elect a prime minister. We elect a party,
Yeah,
which is a little bit different to what most people do. When the vote's casted, it's casted for a party, not for a person.
Yeah.
So
if the person fails,
so if I want to understand it right, the election was, so when it's coming up the next election for the next party or for the winner to take over the government, the party winner to take over the government.
It's
What, 2028?
It's 2 years until the next general election can be called. It doesn't have to be called then, but it can be called then.
Has to be called within 5 years, Joel.
So
Yeah.
every 5 years. So every 5 years. Okay.
Stand by.
But
Sound the
we
alarm.
don't elect a person. We elect a party.
No, yeah. So that's why I'm asking. It's 5 years. So 2028.
Yeah.
No, because it varies. It can be called early or it got to be called later.
Why
Like no later than 2020.
Russians.
What it needs to happen? What needs to happen for the election to come up early?
Stop the chat. Eric, block Joel.
No, he's asking
Eric,
questions, but
how's your night been, buddy?
can you just stand by? I need to give proper due to the gentlemen that are in center top. They're in the poshest man cave in the whole
Full screen.
that we have here.
Hope you boom.
And then-
Yeah, we're like, you can't see the detail, but this is about to be hell a lot posher once my Powerball goes in next week. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plans here.
You look
Yeah,
like it. You look like a
Garbo's on the scene. He sees the pencil marks, so he knows that there will be something there at some point. So yeah,
I see the potential. I can see it there.
So before we continue talking about British politics, can we just ask? I'm not going to ask how you guys' week was, but I'll ask how you guys' evening was before you came by.
Well, I want to hear from him because this is his first time in Cascais proper, so I want to find out.
My beautiful host here has treated me like a king. We've ate well, we've drunk well, we've seen some beautiful little places.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Absolute salute. A1 top drawer.
Where did you guys end up going?
I could tell, but you can say like so. Yeah, we had options, but then once I found out that they were amicable to a margarita, then that sealed the deal that we're gonna go to my spot where I can get a little mezcal and a nice margarita and in a proper authentic taco. So yeah, so we were in downtown Cascais. You know O'Neill's that we go to?
Yeah,
I told you O'Neill's.
He was right.
Okay, no, we did go there after, but behind there is where my spot is, and so
where was the Irish flag hanging on the ceiling there? The picture you sent.
Where was the photo?
We took that from O'Neill's, yeah.
So there you go.
Right, you know, I'm sure money got exchanged hands, Lee, and I'm happy you got that. I'll get it back from you tomorrow. Yeah, trust me, it's coming off you. You're not going to hold on to it long. But so congratulations on your temporary win. But so we went to this taqueria. Garbo and I had mezcal margaritas and
wow.
had a pina colada type margarita and we had some beautiful tacos. And it's a really good authentic Mexican, but it's run by Nepalese. So so my guy there, he had a baby like the same time as our boy, and so he's like about the same age. So I always ask about how he's doing, is he walking, blah, blah, like that. So he always takes good care of us, and we got a little something at the end. So
very nice.
So but then so then because we went there, and then so I showed them take a peek at the burrito, and then I'm like, we can get ice cream or Guinness, and like Guinness.
Well,
So we went into O'Neill's and then had a Guinness, and that's where we took the picture and said we'll get there soon. So
there were some kind of dejected looking Norway fans in there.
Oh yeah, because the game of Norway France.
Yeah,
I did double check to make sure that Cascais was going to be overwhelmed with the English yet, or I guess Cape Verde is playing later, but because that can very much change the atmosphere of the town.
If everything were good, I don't think you have to worry about that out there.
It was a little bit subdued tonight.
God, Garvo, did you see that?
The French were out in force, nor the Norwegians in Cascais.
Yeah, but the Norwegians.
But there were three in the Irish bar.
The Norwegians got their asses kicked today, so they had a quiet round.
I mean, to hear them tell it, they were.
It is the French after all.
Yeah. We still.
They were rolling.
But that was just like trying not to. That was their disappointment, trying to hold it back in.
Yeah.
Let's get together, boys. Yeah.
That was good. I enjoyed it. Very, very. Thank you, Kent.
No, but I would. Yeah, Garbo's experience was unique.
So was all that Harley Davidson stuff down by the time you guys went out today?
Yeah, we didn't see Harley Davidson.
Oh, because there was a huge Harley Davidson rally.
That was last weekend. It was it affected quite a few people I know because they didn't stay in the one rally. They were doing the you know, the full on growl.
That had to be about the worst thing.
All over town. So
Yeah,
it wasn't localized to a specific event. It was they were crawling and growling everywhere. So yeah,
they were taking over.
But that was last weekend.
Okay, fair enough. So good to see you guys survived. I once I saw the picture, I showed the picture, and I was like, no chance we're going to see them tonight.
No, we knew that you would give us our blessing to stop for the Guinness and not bust our ass to get here.
Once I saw a bottle of Jameson's on the table, I knew there was trouble.
So
Yeah, it's got to be done. You know, do the old.
I knew it was trouble once there was Jameson. So anyway,
no, the Jameson didn't happen. But
we did.
But I made myself available, but we didn't do Jameson.
That was just for show then. Okay, that's good.
Oh yeah, the Jameson was. If you look at it closely, it's
covered in candle wax.
It's got wax on it. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, I did.
That was grabbed off the wall. So yeah. So.
Oh, okay.
How are you gentlemen anyway? Are you all well? Are you good?
No, Gary, I'm genuinely fucked. I need to go to bed. No, I'm just tired.
I didn't hear anything because we saw in the chat. I saw like okay, ManCave's open. I don't see anyone say anything. So it could be it could be Eric
I sat here until
I have seen the picture of like Eric. If you want to just hold it back an hour, we'll be there. So
I sat here until 2 minutes before the show started, and Lee showed up. So
well, get shower wank. You know my routine.
Yeah.
Right.
Not necessarily in that order.
I've got a crack. A long week.
You got a bird wank with the dog.
Well, that's quite tasty.
What we think he said.
Sorry, that's just the truck going by my apartment.
Yeah.
And Lee's phone is crapping out, so we may just get him gone.
Can you hear me?
Take off the butt plug off your
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I booked a table in Thailandia, 7:30.
Right.
14 of us.
Right.
Baby Pack will be there, and Santos and his missus.
Yeah.
It'll be lovely.
Should I invite my Nepalese guy from my Mexican bar? Because
if you want to invite him, you can do.
I'll pay him to steal all the mezcal and come out with us. So
I'm gonna put in the chat tomorrow that me and Eric will be day drinking. We'll be pre-gaming.
Yeah, we need to pregame somewhere.
So I haven't chimed in this, so I was waiting for my connections to pay off. But I was invited to a very, very nice one of the poshest hotel in Estril, the Evolution Hotel. They do a lovely rooftop sunset.
You're not going there. You got to pay in for the weekend.
No. What I'm saying is that I think we could go there anyways because I'm sure like a cash will get you in, but I have a personal invite. So anyways, I recommend that we pregame there, and then Uber over to Kaluj or Montebrau to Thailandia. But it's open from 5 to to sunset. So we leave when we when we get to Thailandia. But yeah, we can have give
Okay, you can pre-game there. That's cool. If you want to go pre-game there, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm on a daddy daughter day, so I've got a baby with me for the day. I'm not taking her to fucking back up.
Well, you know what? You could. I can pivot that. Why don't you daddy daughter over at my place? No, I've been trying to import Eve. I told you. I will put her on my Uber account because I could really use her in the kiddie pool.
Abusing the fucking my daughter to meet fucking young woman. Nothing's wrong, Ken. It's fucking wrong to use my daughter to meet young mums.
No,
You're a married man.
I'm not meeting young moms. I'm just being there for a good reason as opposed to being the wrong reasons. But as you saw me in the kiddie pool with no young moms who have to constantly bend over and lift their child up. But like
You're a fucking pervert, Ken. I'm going like you.
I will concentrate on make sure Eve is having a lot of laughs and eventually her daddy issues. So there's many reasons, but also it puts me in proximity to the kiddie pool, which I know better than to just like
fucking pervert.
Yeah,
I'm going to bed.
No, careful how you say that.
No, it's not the kitties. It's the titties, but yeah,
I know what you mean. It's not the babies you're after; it's the mummies you're after.
And people who've just given, they have little toddlers. They might not have upgraded their bathing suit before they were breastfeeding. I'm just saying. So yeah,
that's a useful tip.
Yeah, I'm just saying they don't always go look for a new bikini. So yeah.
So Simon says Benoit to Gary and Kent, and he also says that the late good queen was banking in Iceland. So allegedly, I don't know.
Tax free, of course she was. She's not fucking stupid.
So obviously,
ladies, I'm going to put bed.
No.
Good night. See you all tomorrow.
Was it Lee McQueen? Because he passed away and he's a late queen. Was it him?
No.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
Ciao,
guys. I'll catch you all up with you tomorrow night. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Up your bum, Gary.
Send Eve.
There you go.
Good night, dickhead.
Night. So anyway, so just for the record, you guys are latecomers tonight. We did review the celebrity death pool just for the record. So it's all on the record. If anybody is in doubt, they can look at the recording of the show.
Oh, you know what? Post it. Because there was discrepancy because the chat we had for the death pool. Let me find it here. The chat for the death pool. All the old records are deleted because I have physical notes here. I was taking when we did it, right? But then we had latecomers who happened after the show. Which notebook is it?
It's not really.
Yeah, I got all them. I got them. We're good. So the reason I thought I had Alan Greenspan,
it just sketches of my neighbor's bosom. So no. I have different ones. This is my for the school.
So I thought I had Alan Greenspan. It's just because he was part of the research that I was doing to make my pick.
No, I know because a lot of times I curse myself for to find which notebook I wrote it in. So
yeah. So anyways,
so
that's all cleared up.
No, I had to pull it out like recently because he thought he had Alan Greenspan, but he has Buzz Aldrin. I was correct about that, right?
No, I actually have George Soros.
Wait, how do you just change it on your sheet and then I didn't change it? You know what? Come over so you
he's actually got a piece of paper.
No, I have a piece of paper.
Mine,
it's
God damn it! Now because I was hosting the night we
That's
did.
That's it now. Kent's got to show you his bit of paper. I mean, come on.
I got to find which one it is. But the reason why is I was at Garva. I was hosting when we did it. And so I was like, while everyone was making their pick, I jotted it down. But then people chimed in afterwards, and so
maybe we should just clarify now.
Yep. So anyway, so Gary, we just were chatting about, or Joe brought it up. I'll give him his due for that. He brought up the fact that Starmer resigned. I guess that was Monday or Tuesday.
Yes.
I was hoping Chris was still around because last week he told us there's no way Starmer's resigning, and that was Friday night.
Yeah.
And by Monday he was gone. So So you have any thoughts on that? We don't.
Well,
need to do
my
that.
thought is that obviously if Stommer's gone, Chris is gone. So yeah.
Well, Chris was here.
He took him down with him. So
there you go. So Garbo, any comments before we move on from that?
I've never liked Starmer, as you know.
Okay.
So good riddance to bad rubbish, basically.
Okay.
Then again, I'm really trading in for anybody different. Maybe
No, the other one they're going to replace is even a bigger asshole than Starmer was.
oh no, but Lee's gone, but he's a Mank. He's from in between Liverpool and Manchester, but yeah, his musical taste can kind of waver, but it is I like musically I support him. So
Okay, there you go.
like he's his family from Liverpool, but yeah, he has a deep Manchester connection. So yeah, he's been to Hacienda. He's been to some good shows. So
well, maybe we should fire this back now and talk a little bit about Trump.
Well, I'm going to say good night. I've got
All right, Pete.
Sorry, I'm moving on.
It's just the fact that we talk a lot about English politics and blah blah blah. But where does Mr. Trump stand now? These past few days have maybe shown a lot of cracks in his theories and how things have gone badly wrong. How do we see that? I mean, let's have just a couple of minutes of that. Eric, I know where your loyalties lie.
I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about specifically.
But let me be plain. From where I'm seeing it, right, I always understand that Mr. Trump is trying to be a patriot. Yeah, I see that. I totally see it. But the Iran war, the way it's gone, I think has severely weakened his position and made America look less than it should be. That's the way I see it.
That could be fair. No, that could be fair. That's fine.
And I don't know. It just he's weakened himself as far as I can see it.
Okay.
For no progress with the deal that he's got. I can't see what he has gained.
I'm still waiting to see what the actual deal is because there's like so many versions of stuff that's flying around. But the original goal, right, was to get the nuclear possibilities away from that country, right?
Yes.
So I'm not sure whether or not that gets accomplished. I don't know yet. So.
Let me ask you this. Sorry, I'm only off camera because I don't support Garbo. I'm not leaving him so that I'm not on the screen. Whatever he's saying, I'll give him this. I'm having a little coughing fit. I'm having a coughing fit, and I can't mute myself and like just shut him down. Anyways, so yeah, like there was a nuclear deal which had international support that was the international community was like helping to oversee this, and then we lost the international support. We had a deal, and we don't know that there was any nuclear situation, whatever. But now it seems like we lost that deal, and I don't know that there is one, and I don't know. We bombed the bejesus out of them and said we completely annihilated any possibility of them having a nuclear facilities, but that apparently didn't annihilate it because then we had to go back and then got bent over a barrel, as it were. And I'm not being critical. I'm just like explain to us.
What did we
like Mr. Garbo and myself? What was the aim? And because we had a deal, a thing in place that prevented them, and we had international support for it. We don't have international support anymore. We have just another like crazy rogue nation who may or may not violate and bomb another country for no reason, and is volatile. What did we gain anything, or did we lose a hell of a lot?
No,
I don't know.
I think that question remains to be answered.
Yeah, I'm
still.
sure. You know, because I guess if we wait a millennium, we'll all know the answer. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to play a little bit of the devil's advocate now.
I guess the question here is, right, do we actually believe that Iran were getting close to making a nuclear weapon? My own personal viewpoint is yes, they probably were. They probably were. I think so. But you know, in doing what you've done as a you know, the most powerful nation on earth, and proven that actually you haven't achieved as much as you thought you could have done, makes you look a bit weaker in the eyes of your opposition. I know you did a lot of stuff there, but there are questions how much influence the Israelis have upon your government.
A lot.
Israelis have too much power.
Yeah.
No. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
Also, they have a hell of a lot more money than they did before this started. So, we bankrolled them, which, if they're waiting to make a deposit on more nuclear supplies, we basically are bankrolling.
Yeah, and who is to say that Israel doesn't have nuclear power on its own?
Oh, it does. Definitely.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to play the devil's advocate for a bit. What has the right to wait, let me finish.
U.S. has done that, so but go ahead.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here, and I want to see what everyone thinks. What gives the right to both either United States or Russia to dictate, pressure, threaten, or blackmail every other country in the world that doesn't have a nuclear weapon, or threaten them by sending their nukes? Because this is what's going to happen. Let's say, in a hypothetical case, that the oil starts to really run down, which is not true. But let's go by that conspiracy.
No, why would you, Joel?
Can I please finish my?
Yeah, but the case you try to make is nonsensical.
It's nonsensical. So wait. So
why is that? Why
those countries that are not nuclear belligerent cannot go through the nuclear option or get nuclear weapons for self-defense, or have a balance or a weight in what they have for defense, because we should be on the shield of the Americans or on the shield of the Russians or China. Because let me go a little bit further, because it's like this. If Portugal wanted to, and I will be specific to Portugal, if Portugal wants to buy new fighters, and the options to buy the new fighters are the F-35, which is the only fifth generation fighter that the United States of America wants to provide to the world and its allies, not the F-22 Raptor, because it is way too much horsepower for our needs, and I mean horsepower in the loose sense. And if Portugal buys the F-35s and a couple of surpluses to maintain that equipment, which happened previously since we are NATO allies anyway, and we went to war with Spain, for example, which already has F-35s, or we went to war with, let's say, I don't know, Morocco, and we decided to use the F-35s because it's our most advanced technological weapon, and we are in the hands of the Americans because they dictate what we should or should not use the equipment that Portugal purchased from them to use in the war. Keep in mind the fact that Portugal previously, when had the colonies, was blocked by NATO, especially by the United States, of using the full arsenal that Portugal had in order to keep the colonies in check. Funny enough, United States went to war in Vietnam, used the full amount of the arsenals, and the rest of the world criticized them, and yet they did what they wanted to do. So why is it that when only a handful of countries in the world have access to nuclear weapons, why should the rest of the world not have access to them too? Why should we cock-blocked by every other country in the world that has access to nuclear weapons as a deterrent? That is my 2 cents as a devil's advocate.
All right.
Two things to add to that, right? India and Pakistan have nuclear weapons. Nobody batted an eyelid. Nobody objected to them having. They've got them. We know that for certain. We know that Israel has got nuclear weapons.
Yep.
The other thing is, why the hell would Portugal want F-35 fighters, right? Who
We
are
need to upgrade. So I will answer you to that.
No.
The F-16, the fleet of F-16s that Portugal has were recommissioned F-16As. Basically, the airplanes that were bought to the United States were airplanes on reserve that were decommissioned. So if we look at the history of F-16s, we bought basically F-16s that were built in 1970s.
Yeah, we sell off it's like buying a used car.
Yeah, so we basically just bought.
Who's the enemy?
We basically just bought outdated equipment to keep to have the capabilities in NATO working.
Yeah, but
so we need to update. So we need to. We need to replace.
If you're gonna buy,
finish for a second. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, finish your point.
The option for Portugal to buy. So there's a contract we have to establish, which is the 2% on spending on the military equipment. Yep. So one of the priority is to update our 4th generation fighter, which is the F-16, into something that is the 5th generation fighter, which the only 2 available options are not even. Only one of them is a 5th generation fighter, which is the F-35, which has been proven during its development to be more costly than the F-22 Raptor.
Yeah.
Plus, the other fighters that are available for purchase are the Saab Gripen, which is a 4.5 fighter, the Eurofighter 2000, which also is a 4.5 fighter, which doesn't have the same capability or stealth capability as the F-35. The Portuguese Air Force considers the best option for maintaining relevance in NATO operations to purchase the F-35s. Honestly, it is a mistake by the Portuguese government or the Portuguese Air Force to be dependent of the American supply of military equipment.
So go ahead and build your own.
But
we have the capability, we don't have the fund.
There you go, Joel. There you go. Like I said, stand by, Gary. Like I said, you go to the used car shop, right, Joel? Because you can't afford to buy a new car.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. I bought a used car here. Not that I could have bought any car I wanted, but I made a sensible decision to buy a used car, not pay the new car tax. Give myself a reliable like low mile, like that diesel thing, because I could whatever like that. I had an idea of getting F-16 of European cars, but then Garvo just experienced. I look at my garage and I'm all like, no, smallest compact thing I can get, like that we can all fit into. Is what I need here. So get the right car for the job, and not like and not necessarily hit the my what I saw in the fantasy magazines. Anyways, Joel, I would say older technology. Make sure you get yourself a little discount. Maybe get them a little like you tried. I'll take that off.
The thing with the Portuguese military is we have the capability of using the full. Sorry, Ken. The thing is
with at the end of it, which is gonna just gonna be a lot less effective. Which is that we get him at the end of the month when he's trying to make his numbers. But what I'm saying is. The ones where they don't have a kill switch, where like the technology is the
problem is you are purchasing.
You didn't pay for the software update, and then they say that thing's gonna like fall out of the sky. So
because I will give you the example, the updating of software, the updating of changing the F-16As and Bs into F-16s MLUs, which is the latest version. We're all done here in Portugal.
By the way,
done in the United States.
By the way, I'm interrupt.
But going back a little bit to the resources, we used only 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, 5 years ago, we did commission the F-63 patents. They are on reserve because we have the Leopard A2E6. In this case, the A2E5, which is the previous version that we bought from Switzerland, I think.
You know what? Actually, I my records. I'd like to meet them. Let me double check that, Joel. What I want to say is like a quick housekeeping thing. Is Antonio F in the chat? Because his ears must be freaking blowing up because he is all playing all like I think that someone should ping him of like we're talking plays, we're not gonna play, get it in here now. Yeah,
he hasn't been here. Joe, I'll give you 30 seconds to end the plane conversation, then I'll give Gary his due because I get it.
So the thing is, we managed to do a lot with the equipment that is already out of date.
Right. There you go.
The thing is, we now are investing. The new Ministry of Defense is investing or budgeting to go a little bit further from the 2% minimum requirement for NATO to go to the 3.5%. I may be wrong. If Antonio is there, you can correct me on that.
He's not there.
But the thing is, we are investing on baking. For example, Europe will have, by the Portuguese Navy, the first drone-specific aircraft carrier in Europe. Probably the first one. But even though it is the first drone carrier, it will have a multi-purpose function. Because, we need to use the full... We don't want to be something specialized in just one thing. The thing with the Portuguese military, and then the European Union put on report complaining that the Portuguese were buying expensive toys, and I'm quoting directly European Union, expensive toys. But the thing is, the Portuguese military, when doing operations in NATO, is a specialized troops. We may not be a lot because we are looking at a population of 10 million native Portuguese. We don't have a big. I have to be accurate because there's an extra 1.5 million of expats / immigrants. To be clear, so we don't have a big. So our full force of military is around 35,000 soldiers, active military personnel. So we went through specialization of everything. Our Navy is specialized. Our troops are specialized. Our Air Force is specialized. Everything is specialized.
Good.
It's small amounts, but we do a lot with little resources and a little equipment. Portugal always has been doing that.
Will play a role. Portugal will never be attacked. if there ever was a case, all the NATO forces around will take care of it. So,
No.
well, you're all Joe.
One honest,
Oh man.
It's.
my
I
honest
understand.
answer, no. If Portugal ever gets attacked, believe me, NATO will be the last one to fucking raise the hand to help us.
Okay, I don't believe that, but that's my opinion. I truly appreciate your patriotism towards your country, and I mean that 1,000%. I totally get it.
If I can help negotiate on a used put you in a used F-15, whatever you're looking for. If I can put you in one today, like let me know what I can do. We can work a deal. So yeah, it's the end of the month. I got my sales suit on.
No, I doubt that you can manage to find a working F-14 Top Gun.
We can work together. Like yeah, you like we we maybe not all cash down. Garvo, you're right here.
Yeah, Garvo has a point. Garvo has a point to make. He's been very patient, and we now need to give Garvo his undivided due.
You see, this is the way I'm trying to keep a traffic control going in here. Just
yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna pop out and get Garvo. Do my choice or
your choice? Go with whatever you wish.
Okay, all right.
The thing is, right, the F-35 is a fantastic aircraft, right? It is the top of the tree as far as I'm concerned. But that comes with the price tag, yeah.
Garvo, if you want to control traffic, lock the door.
The other thing is, right, you got to keep this in scale. Portugal, what's the actual risk factor to Portugal? How they're going to contribute? If you do buy F-35s, right, how many of them are you going to have? Right, that's one thing to look at, right?
It will be the same amount, more or less, that we currently have with active F-16,
which is how many?
Around
20. Is that 1,000?
Which is around 20, more or less.
Okay,
yeah.
So 20 planes.
That's nothing in the grand scheme of things, right? That could be wiped out.
Yeah, but we only have 32 F-16s.
Well, maybe the best option is to buy the Eurofighter, which is a hell of a lot cheaper, yeah. And if there ever was a conflict, right, those Eurofighters would not be used against, the higher class targets. They would be used in support roles. But the chances that those actual fighters ever being used in combat are so minuscule, right? You got to think about how much you're paying for an F-35 compared to a Eurofighter. Right?
Yeah.
Is it really worth it? I mean, you could ask her the fact, taking it to the ridiculous, right? Why doesn't Portugal have nuclear weapons? No, you're never going to use them, are you?
Yeah, because we are not nuclear belligerent. The other thing is, I'm not in favor of Portugal buying F-35s. I'm more in favor of Portugal actually buying Saabs.
Which are an old design now. They're an old craft.
So Joel, the one point that you made, and it was towards the end of your long dissertation, I would find it... what's the word I'm looking for? I find it a great accomplishment, we'll say, that Portuguese forces have gotten into a specialized role, we'll call it, right? And to me, maybe that's where the most value is going to be brought, is that the small number of people that you have to pull from to make this force, right? You're making like the most
top of the tier, yeah, basically you can say it.
Specialized force that you can make
there was a secretary of NATO operations that said there were commanders that had Portuguese troops at hand in situations. He picked up the Portuguese specifically to handle stuff they were not there. So it was a thing that Portugal sent to Central Africa, sent a reaction force team, a reaction team force, or whatever you want to, how you want to arrange words, because I'm thinking in Portuguese and saying in English. And the captain, I think it was a British officer, put the Portuguese handing jobs they were not specialized to do. But even the captain itself, or whoever was in charge of the operation, I know the only thing I know, it was a British guy. He said that the Portuguese were so effective, even though they were not specialized in the matter, that he was always resorting to them because they handled the stuff faster than predicted.
Okay.
Everything that they sent the Portuguese troops to do, instead of being a reaction force, which was the specialization of the Portuguese troops, he sent to do other works they were not specialized to do. And even the Portuguese captain in charge of the platoon said to the officer, look, we are a reaction force. When there's something that you need that is purpose for us to do, send us there. That's what we are here for, not for these things that you are sending us to do, even though we managed to do it on start before time and everything else. We managed to control the situation. That is not what we are trained to do. So that only shows the capability of, I'm going to boost a little bit of the Portuguese military, the capability of adaptation of the Portuguese troops in situations they are not trained for. Everything happened like that. Every interaction that was required for the Portuguese to use, even our equipment was old G3s, with old submachine guns. Portugal was using them since the late 50s or 60s when they were made.
There you go. So Simon's sitting out there and he's got 1,000 comments. So I just want to touch on a bunch of them. Moline herbal leaf extract is good for clearing and soothing the lungs and airways. That was for Kent, who was coughing his lungs out. Money is moving. Watch those stock prices. Big companies are planning on creating more shares soon for the market, which will dilute and reduce their value. I know Simon is not a big company guy, so there you go. We've been following the GOAT Academy to learn more about investing. I'm not sure exactly what that refers to. How does that fare against the SU-57? I think that's a question for Joel, and I'll just leave that for a second.
That's a Russian plane, isn't it?
He says,
no, it's the Russian fifth generation fighter.
He says I'd settle for the MiG-31 Firefox. So Joel, I will give you 30 seconds on the clock to rebut or to comment on that.
I'm looking now.
Okay, the Russian Su-57 is not enough. It is too expensive even for the Russians to build. And even if you look at the current Ukrainian war, they haven't deployed those fighters yet.
Okay.
Guys,
that's it. Thank you.
The last film that Alan Rickman was in. The last film that Alan Rickman was in with Helen Mirren, and it was all about drone warfare. It was about guys sat in little bunkers in the desert, flying drones and bombing a Middle Eastern target somewhere, terrorists. If you think about what's going on now at the moment in the world, Iran is being bombed left, right, and centre. But what have they done? They've moved from just being bombed to holding the Strait of Hormuz hostage. The whole world is being held hostage. So you don't need nuclear weapons. All this money that we spend on nuclear weapons as a deterrent, it's a lot of money. And to be honest with you, if you look at what's going on in Ukraine at the moment, all the nuclear weapons that Russia's got, they're being held by the Ukrainians. You know, it's not as simple as what people think. And as what Joel said there, you know, you're spending all this money on all these expensive planes, but if you imagine if you had the Apple effect, where all of a sudden, we want you to buy the latest model, so we're gonna switch off your batteries or some shit like that. I know I'm coming in halfway through, but I hear what Joel's saying. And I think, we're saying, oh, we need to spend more money. We all need to spend 2 or 3%, or maybe up to 4% of our GDP. But that's a lot of money. When that money could be spent on things like health, that could be spent on or some of that could be spent on other things, as opposed to, why are we spending more money trying to kill each other rather than trying to keep ourselves alive? And I know that's sort of like liberalism and lefty, blah, blah, blah. But you know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at, don't you? Because somewhere, someone says they got a nuclear weapon and they don't. But we all think they do. So we're spending more money elsewhere. Oh, Ghana got one, and India have got one. And, let's say, for example, only the Americans have got a nuclear weapon, because only the Americans have actually used a nuclear weapon. So, does that sound like I'm talking shit, or does it sound like, partly shit, partly makes sense?
No, I understand your point. I totally understand your point, but I think in the world that we live in, it's like you need to have the ability as a nation, right, or a region to protect yourself, right? So there's an alliance that was built many years ago that was terribly underfunded by the majority of the participants, and that's what was brought to the table and finally forced. Like, if we're going to have this group, then everybody's got to pay up to a certain extent, and a lot weren't paying anywhere near whatever's fair, right? That fair is a word, whatever, but you need to at least meet this minimum requirement to be in the group. So I think that's where we're at now. But Chris, to your point, we spend a lot of money preparing for defense, where you believe the money could be better spent saving ourselves, right? So
I think I suppose I haven't put it the best way. It's just so irritating that us as a human race, we just can't get along to the extent where we're not sort of like spending tons of money trying to kill each other all the time. Us as a human race, we're going out to the stars. And the thing is, there's other life forms out there in the universe. They just think, oh, as they're flying by, oh, that's Earth. No, we don't bother go down there because they're still too primitive to understand, literally that we need to get along. Because the humans just don't know that you don't need to kill each other all the time. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that we're...
Yeah, but Chris, this has been going on for centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries, right? This type of behavior, right? So it's really no different now than it was as far back as you want to know. It just costs a lot more, at least in this year's dollar. Garva, go ahead.
It's kind of very clear to me now, right? I love your sentiment, Chris, and I wish I could go all the way with it, because I would love that to happen in the world. We stop killing each other, because it's a senseless, roundabout sort of way of looking at things. We've done this for hundreds of thousands of years, and it's got to end. But it takes a certain mentality to say, well, we're not going to do this anymore. But that also applies globally. Do you think the Russians or the Chinese or the Koreans, Koreans are thinking the same way? They're not.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the Garbo. Literally, I'm not criticizing in any way. What I'm trying to say is it's just so frustrating that as we are, that we just can't get along.
No, totally agree, Chris. Totally agree with your premise, but sadly, that's not the reality, right?
Yeah. So. 100%, and I agree with that. 100%. Literally, it's not the reality. For example, you're driving down the road and there's Chris preaching peace and love. You're driving down the road, someone cuts him up on the street, all of a sudden, it's every expletive coming out of his mouth, sort of thing. Right. What I'm trying to say is that we're going to spend so much money, rearming, And then there's going to come a time when those armaments are going to be out of date and they're going to have to be disposed of. So how do you dispose of those armaments? Yeah, I know. We have a war just to get rid of them. Or, literally. I mean, what was Desert Storm? Desert Storm was that wasn't a war. Desert Storm was literally, and this is an example of some of the things that we can do with these smart bombs and things like that, etc. And that's what we end up doing. And people end up dying because we've created these weapons that we've got to use to get rid of them, or we've got to get rid of them. So it's cheaper to have a war to get rid of them than it is just to decommission them.
There you go. Garvo, last word to you before we go to talking about final thoughts and going to the after cave. So I will give you the last word on whatever you want to talk about.
With old weapons and munitions, because I know this. I used to work in the industry, right? Traditionally, we don't use them against our main adversaries. We farm them off to other people, like Ukraine or Saudi Arabia. So that's we never use them directly against our main enemy because they're outdated. We can't use them because so we sell them to other people and get a bit of money back from weapons that we just basically just dispose of and that are waste. So. Right. But the fact is, right, with the nuclear weapon theory, as obscenely hideous that it is, right, it goes on the premise that, I've got more nuclear weapons or equal nuclear weapons to you, so we're never going to use them against each other. And it's that balance, isn't it? It's that balance. And as soon as you take one equation out of that then leaves that person with that option of using them against you. Mm-hmm. I hate that theory. I really, really do. Because all that money that it costs and what you could use that money for in the world is just beyond belief. Mm-hmm. And if we could get rid of nuclear weapons, which is never going to happen, the world could be so much of a better place. But that's your ideal Star Trek moment, isn't it? Really, but
right. Yep. I agree. Well stated, Garvin. I think that leads
I have one non-military thing.
All right, what's that? I was
going to say, Chris, Garvo made it here. He's visited every freaking man cave or whoever appeared here that he's had a chance to get to. So he's here because he knows there's a good window before I have a crazy amount of boxes come in to take it. I explained to Garbo soon everything is going to be packed.
Full.
I have a shipping container of stuff coming to me. So you and I, Chris, have never met, even though we're brothers from another mother. But yeah. So if I recommend if do the trip sooner or later, or prepare to put on your reading glasses and help me sort books because either opening boxes and sorting through and figuring out what's what, or come here where you don't have that responsibility. But Garbo's having a good time, so come see me now before this box of
or see me later.
Do it soon.
Or I'm happy for the help. So either way, but either sorting books or you come now before they get here.
There you go.
Okay.
Very good. No response to that. Okay. There's the banner. If anybody wants.
Also, Chris, I have the same towels you have. It's but not universal. Just for mine, but you have access to them. So,
thank
you. And if you steal them, I understand. Because that's just what happens to these good towels. So yeah.
So Joel, any final thoughts before we cut out to the after cave? No.
Nope.
I appreciate your love for country tonight, which you really did bring to the table, and your understanding of what goes on in the Portuguese military. I give you a lot of credit for that. So good on you.
I know F-15 that's only by this old grandmother who drove it back and forth to church every day, like on Sundays. But otherwise,
No, that's an F-150.
Yeah, but F-150, but yeah, low mileage. It's just been the church, but well maintained. Yeah, so like, let's make a deal. Contact
Chris. Any final thoughts before we go to the after cave? I know you've been in and out, so.
I mean, literally, in the UK right now, they are roasting. I think it's the hottest day of all time on record that since they've been recording happened this week. I think, you know, it's crazy. I mean, I got out just in time before it started to really roast. The air conditioning was breaking down. You know, literally, we were on the plane the next day. So final thoughts are: be grateful for small mercies. The weather in the Algarve is overcast. I mean, it's 27 degrees today. It was lovely and breezy. You know, and we've got air conditioning now this year, finally. And it's lovely that you can just put it on in spits and spurts when you need it, and then turn it off. So those are my final thoughts.
And how's the TV working out that you bought?
Right. Okay. So we picked it up when we landed.
Here we go. I'm going with Garbo here on this one.
What did I do to myself? I thought it was going to be like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's still in the box. I'm looking at it right now. It's going to be put up in one of the bedrooms tomorrow.
Okay.
And so so we're happy. I mean, we took it out of the box in the shop to make sure it worked before we left the shop.
Okay.
Then we got it home, and I went upstairs last week Saturday, came downstairs, missed the bottom step, hit the TV box. The box fell over. You know, so we had to take it out of the box again and check it to make sure it worked. But yeah, it's all good.
Okay. What shop did you get that from again? Sorry.
Well, it's just one of those shops, one of those electrical shops. You know, I can't remember the name now.
Very good. All right.
By the way,
let me go.
My eyewitness.
Let me go to.
Look at the wall over there and tell me if I'm not in a need for like something that's going to go there that may be a TV.
Yeah, I can see it there.
Yeah.
There's space for it.
Yeah, so I'm here. You're not going to see it. It's a pencil drawing on the wall. My
you need a TV on that wall for sure. Yep.
No.
On the works.
Yeah. So that's the thing. But yeah. So that's the future. So when you end up with one of those mini vouchers, let me know because I do need to purchase one soon. So.
There you go. All right. So in that top corner there, I'll give Kent his last word, and then I'll give Garbo his last word. So Kent. Final thoughts before we go to the after cave.
So I'm in Portugal.
Really?
Because no, like I swear to God, like also eyewitness. Am I in Portugal?
You are in Portugal.
Yeah. And because this gentleman gave me the words, just get here. Because as you know, like as you're going through this shit and like there's a lot going on. You make a lot of life decisions, and it's like, do you want to go through this? Just get here, and it'll sort out. So this man got me here, and now he is here. So with me, so we're together this evening. So
good on you.
I've seen him, but first time he's been at my place. So yeah.
Yep. Garbo, last final thoughts from you. You're going to be last out. I think
we can chew over the ills of the world. We can make some sort of strange plan for how it's going to be a better place. But in the grand scheme of things, we ain't going to make any difference whatsoever. Just us few. But we are all here in Portugal together. We can all affect each other. We can all support each other, and we have done. We all got here. We're all together, right? So the best we can do is just make the most of what we got and just enjoy our life together and just reflect on each other and just make things good. You know, that's my
I would say also what he's saying. People in the chat who aren't here, and I guess probably like hi. You know, hi Patrick. Yeah, get here.
Yeah.
And and Dale. Like
Dale,
I know
Simon, get here.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like all those that are out there that
that window is closing. It's
yeah.
closing fast, but you need to get here fast.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Thank you, gents. So I'll close the show out, I guess. We had more of a spirited conversation in the last hour than I expected after going through the first hour. But
well,
but
you know who's bringing the excitement. So yeah.
But we did, and
it's full of mezcal. Yeah,
but we're all still friends, and we'll all be there for each other.
No, for sure. So
that's what
it's always good to have a conversation, right?
Yeah. Big time.
So all the people that are out in the audience tonight, I appreciate that as well. I anticipate, next week I'm still in town, so if there's going to be a ManCave, I'll be available to host it if that's okay with everybody else. Past that, it's like, have a good week. There's a lot of festivals going on. Everybody's got stuff going on, and this is the time of year where Portugal kind of lights up. So you never know who's going to be around and not around, but whoever's around, come by Friday night, and we'll go from there. So with that said, I guess I will end the show.